Bima. Good day, everyone. We are the group assigned to present and discuss geotechnical engineering. Our presentation consists of 5 different parts that will make us understand what geotechnical engineering is. But to make our presentation more interesting, did you know that one geotechnical engineering failures make great tourist attractions? The Leaning Tower of Pisa is one of the best examples of foundation-related failures, and it draws countless tourists every year. Though, to be fair, engineers in the 1990s were able to stabilize the tower and keep it from toppling entirely. The famous Italian tower actually isn't the most accidentally far-learning structure in the world, though. The title goes to the lesser-known Leaning Tower of Sur Hussein. If you are not familiar, that tower is located in Germany, a medieval steeple which owes its lean to drained marshlands and rotten medieval wood. And according to the Guinness World of Records, it was one time the most tilted tower in the world. But don't worry, because modern engineers have stabilized that structure as well. And now, we'll start with defining what geotechnical engineering is.
Geotechnical engineering. So what is geotechnical engineering? What comes first in your mind as you hear the term geotechnical engineering? Maybe we thought about construction, design, or structures because of the term engineering. Or maybe it could be earth. And all of those are right and linked to geotechnical engineering. But then, what is it all about? What is geotechnical engineering? The application of geotechniques is the fruit of observation and experience and empirical experimentation problems which is done through trial and errors in the early times, where engineers in the early times were challenged to take a more scientific-based approach that advances the field of civil engineering. Geo- Geotechnical engineering is also known as geotechnics. It is a branch of civil engineering or specialization of civil engineering concerning with engineering behavior of earth materials such as soil under the influence of loading forces and soil-water interaction, and more. Geotechnics also has application in military, mining, petroleum, and other engineering disciplines that are concerned with construction occurring on the surface or within the ground. It thus explains the scientific mechanics of soil and rock and its application to the development of humankind. Therefore, geotechnical engineering is the story of the relationship between human and earth. Most of the geotechnical engineers does more on hidden below the ground surface, where they must utilize the fundamental principle of soil and rock mechanics that involves investigating and understanding the condition beneath the ground surface, or we also known as the subsurface. Well, for them to determine the relevance of physical, mechanical, and chemical properties that allows them to evaluate and design activities. Well, sad to say, in any engineering profession, geotechnical engineering may be the most underrated engineering profession. It could be also the least understood by the others around the world. Though, as when we are designing building, the first step usually involves geotechnical engineering, going out and taking samples of the ground various location. For as we know that the soil here or there are different from the other soil of the other places.
That's the geotechnical engineering defined by Miss Diane. Here is some additional information about geotechnical engineering. It uses the principles and methods of soil mechanics and rock mechanics for the solution of engineering problems and the design of engineering works. From a scientific perspective, geotechnical engineering largely involves defining the soil's strength and deformation properties. Clay, silt, sand, rock, and snow are important materials in geotechnics. Geotechnical engineering includes specialist fields such as soil and rock mechanics, geophysics, hydrology, and associated disciplines such as geology. Geotechnical engineering and geology are a branch of civil engineering. And for the next part, we'll know about the scope of geotechnical engineering that will be discussed by Saina.
Scope of work. Geotechnical engineers research and study soil to evaluate its suitability for foundations. They investigate and assess construction sites, conduct lab tests, create designs for structures, and supervise construction. They work on such projects such as retaining walls, designing tunnels, earth dams, and roadways, as well as helping to create strategies for the cleanup and management of contaminated sites. Geotechnical engineers need to test the soil to determine what materials are safe to be mixed with it to create the foundation. By doing so, they are able to determine whether a particular site is suitable for a proposed project and can inform the engineering design process with regard to how ground conditions can be made safe and effective for construction. They also face challenges that can include building on swamps or hills, renovating sites that are prone to flooding, or even coming up with strategies to clean up sites that are hazardous. They often work closely with civil and structural engineers as well as with developers, landscapers, contractors, construction crews, and sometimes landowners.
That's the scope of geotechnical engineering said by Saina. Here's some additional information about it. Geotechnical engineers evaluate soils, rock, and underground water to determine the feasibility and design specifications for construction projects. The process of understanding and working with soil and rock, underground water, site and structural conditions in relation to a construction project is known as geotechnical engineering. In their professional capacity, geotechnical engineers plan and design the structures for buildings, roads, embankments, canals, and hundreds of other construction projects. Beyond their construction role, the geotechnical engineer will also deal with geotechnical hazards like landslides, soil erosion, and in some extreme conditions like earthquakes. And for the next part, we'll know about the importance of geotechnical engineering that will be discussed by Joshua.
So what is the importance of geotechnical engineers? Geotechnical engineers are responsible for evaluating subsurface and soil condition and materials using the principle of soil and rock mechanics. They are commonly appointed as a consultants on construction projects. Engineers are also examining environmental issues such as floodplains and water tables. They are able to evaluate the stability of the ground, including any slopes or soil deposits, assess any risk and contamination, and to determine the types of foundation and earthworks that will be required. The potential of hazards such as landslides and earthquakes and other seismic activity can be also assessed. Also, geotechnical engineers can be involved in ground improvement, in which soil is treated through a variety of different techniques to improve strength, stiffness, and permeability. And for the field of coastal and ocean engineering, geotechnical engineers is also important in relation to building wharves, jetties, marinas, and coastal defenses, as well as foundation and anchor system for offshore structure, such as oil rig platforms. And next, we have the foundation. So why foundation is important? Foundation is one of the most important parts of the structure. It transfers the total loads from structure to the soil and provides stability to the structure. Foundation can be primarily classified into two parts, such as shallow foundation and deep foundation. So, shallow foundations are typically used for small to medium-sized building where near-surface soil conditions are adequate, and transfer structure loads to the near surface soil. On the other hand, the deep foundations are considerably more expensive and complex than system and transfer some structures entire load to the per soil. So that's all the importance of in geotechnical engineers and foundation.
As the importance of geotechnical engineering discussed by Joshua, in additional, a geotechnical engineering's job is to make sure that a building doesn't get added to the long list of leaning buildings. We are all familiar with the Leaning Tower of Pisa, but did you know there are other famous buildings that are leaning? Geotechnical engineering is a specialty discipline of civil engineering concerning the behavior and structural interconnected properties of geologic materials and groundwater. So if you don't want your next project added to the list of leaning buildings, make sure you have an experienced and licensed geotechnical engineering on your team. As we go further, here are some example projects of geotechnical engineering.
The first example of geotechnical engineering project is Four Seasons Hotel and Lake Mason, Baltimore, MD. Geotechnology Associates provided geotechnical environmental assessments and permitting, geohydrological and construction phase testing and consultation services for 580 million. Four Seasons Hotels and Lake Mason office complex in Baltimore's Inner Harbor. The foundation, slurry wall, under drain system, and mat foundations are constructed for this high-rise hotel, condominium, and office building complex with a 22-story hotel condominium tower encompassing 455,000 square foot with capacity of construction to 45 stories, and a 26-story 600,000 square foot office tower located directly adjacent to the harbor waterfront. The second example is retaining wall back wall at Box Hill, Harford County, MD. Geotechnology Associates design a modular block retaining wall to support the proposed 140,000 square foot Wegmans grocery store at the boulevard at Box Hill, as well as its associated pavement areas and subsurface utilities in conjunction with our design. Geotechnology Associates perform a geotechnical exploration within the areas of the retaining wall to determine the subsurface conditions within the zone of influence beneath the wall. The design include both internal and global stability analysis to assess the long-term stability of the field underlying Potomac clay deposit.
Other example projects from the Geotechnology Association Incorporated, the Lancaster newspaper parking structure. GTA provided geotechnical services for the construction of six-level precast concrete parking structure in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. The garage required excavations up to 17 feet in depth within an urban environment with existing structures on two sides of the proposed garage. GTA designed a permanent shoring system that would also function as a permanent pressure relief wall. They provided observation and testing during construction, including test nail evaluation. GTA designed the microfile system to support the proposed garage footings on the underlying limestone bedrock. GTA also designed an
underpinning system to support an adjacent structure. The underpinning the underpinning design used a pit system that extended to depths of up to 7 feet. And lastly, the I-495 emergency bridge repairs. GTA provided emergency response and corrective action services including subsurface exploration and geotechnical engineering services to repair BR-1183 on I-495 over Christina River in June 2014 through its open-ended contract with Walter Corporation. Staff engineers performed borehole logging for 6 standard penetration test borings and approximately 120 feet of rock coring performed by Walton Corporation. The instrumentation was monitored remotely using a data acquisition system.
After giving some example projects of engineering, here are some organizations involved in geotechnical engineering.
Okay. The first organization that that is related to geotechnical engineering is the ISSMG, or the International Society for Soil Mechanics and Geotechnical Engineering. It was founded during 1936 in Harvard University in commemoration for its 300th anniversary. This organization holds a quadrennial um, quadrennial conference, or a conference that is held for every 4 years, which is also known as the ICSMG, or the International Conference on Soil Mechanics and Geotechnical Engineering, as well as other conferences relating to the field. In addition to those conferences, they also hold bi-monthly bulletins and various technical committee reports, as well as scientific journals and programs that gives recognition to geotechnical engineering practitioners. By 2020, it already has 19,000 members, approximately, within 90 countries. Done.
Advanced Geotechnical Engineering Services, or AGES Philippines Incorporated, offers professional geotechnical engineering services to the public and dedicating its pursuit to the growth of geotechnical engineering in the Philippines by adopting technological advances in the field of pile testing and geotechnical testing, such as subsurface or soil investigation, pavement or subgrade investigation, and material testing specializing on soils and concrete. AGES maintains strict measures to comply with international standards, providing designers valuable information for cost-effective designs. Lastly, the organization has done various works for different clientele: commercial projects, road projects, and power plants. Some examples are the SM Supercenter in Sucat, the C5 Link Road project, and the VECO Power Plant project in Cebu.
After all the things you have heard about our presentation, here's the question: why geotechnical engineering is so important? Well, anything that geotechnical engineering build and that doesn't float around is essentially supported by soil and materials beneath the earth. So to ensure the stability of such structures, it is necessary to carry out such studies and assess risks conducted by geotechnical engineers. Before we end our precious presentation, here is a brief summary of what we have all said. By defining geotechnical engineering, we know that this certain type of engineering also called as geotechnics, branch of civil engineering concerned with engineering behavior of earth materials. We all know how important geotechnical engineering was. Their job was to make sure that the building would be leaning like the famous building, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So that is all for our presentation, and I hope you have learned something. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
TY po.